This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we got Jah Cure, found guilty of attempted murder in Amsterdam court, hit with a longer prison sentence. Jah Cure, an artist from Jamaica, has a lot of good songs. He's always been in trouble. He has, let's see, extended time in Amsterdam. So how long is he in prison for now? He has a conviction of attempt murder and manslaughter to attempt murder. Let's see. Guilty of stabbing a 45-year-old concert promoter in broad daylight in 2021. Court ruled it was premeditation. It stemmed from a dispute over a payment for a concert performance in Amsterdam. The court ordered to pay 9,500 euros in compensation to the victim. You know, nothing's worth going to jail. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that's what's great. And then, let's see. So how long in jail? Let's see. How long does he get? So he's already served 2 prison sentences. First sentence, 15 years in 1999 for charges including gun possession, robbery, and the hard R word. Released on parole in 2007 after serving 8 years. He later arrested in 2021 and sentenced to, in 2022, 6 years in prison after being found guilty of stabbing a music promoter. And I think he got more years today. So this guy has spent a lot of his time in prison. Now faces 9.5 years. So he's going to be in jail for 9 more years. Total. That's crazy. Oh, well. Man. Some people don't value their freedom. Fans are saying Just Getting Started, which is Kodak Black's new album, if you don't know what's out. It actually is really good. Check it out. New Kodak is, I don't think it's his best work, but he's definitely Kodak special, man. He actually talked about Drake on one of his songs, talking about Drake. He has admiration for Drake, and Drake once said he had admiration for him. And, you know, there was problems with Drake in the past because Drake did that album with 21 Savage, but always talked about doing songs with Kodak, but never has done a song. It doesn't make sense. Drake and Kodak would be a great combination. And unfortunately, that never happened. So Kodak Black's just reflecting on that. It's kind of embarrassing too, because Drake was always playing Kodak. Whenever Kodak got released, he celebrated it, but he never did a song with him. But Drake does plenty of songs with people that are brand risks. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyways, then we got Dyrdek. So he was getting paid $61,000 per episode on camera fee, and it's sometimes $100,000, right? And then $21,000 to be an executive producer. So he was getting like $121,000 an episode. Let's say $100,000 on average. He did 14 years, so that amounted to him making $32 million a year. And he probably got to that amount after 4 years of success. So let's say 10 years solid of $32.5 million a year. That's a lot of money. And that's after 7 years of success doing Fantasy Factory and the Robin Big Show and all that stuff. So yeah, and then he was a successful skateboarder too before that. Well, we already know Offset addressed Cardi B. Cardi B went off of Offset talking on her album. She says, you know, people wishing the worst on me with this new pregnancy with Stefan Diggs. She complains about it, but Offset should really move on at this point. There's nothing to talk about anymore. It's been talked about. You got your settlement. You are now, as Cardi would call you, a baby mom. Offset did this to himself. Cardi B gets annoying with talking about it and everything, but Offset did do this to himself because he cheated on her and over and over and over again embarrassing her. You don't want to do that to especially a Caribbean woman, okay? She will make you pay for it, and he is paying for it. And he's going to pay for it for the rest of his life because he's going to have a strained relationship with the mother of his children. You know? So people are coming to, this is the guy who is the CEO of Zeus and part owner, Lamel Plummer. Let's see, we got Marilyn, the boss. Everyone's trying to protect their paychecks. Now, Natalie Nunn, who does Baddies, she has a problem with Lamel Plummer. She believes she's a business partner, but she's not. I've thought I was business partners with people in the past, and people have thought they were business partners with me. If it's not on paper, you're not a business partner. Just because people tell you you're a business partner doesn't mean you're a business partner, unfortunately. So Natalie Nunn and him are having problems. And so Mariah Lynn says, unfortunately, yesterday, the so-called CEO Natalie Nunn fabricated a story about Lemmy, claiming I had some kind of video. I tried to handle the situation privately and respectfully through text, but instead of taking accountability, she thought it was okay to disrespect me. For the record, I've never seen Lemmy harm an animal or person. He's been nothing but kind and professional throughout my partnership with Zeus. Then she also, who else came to her defense? This is her putting up text messages between Natalie and her. I'm not going to get too much into that. And then I think she says, pray for your enemies even when their hearts are filled with hate. Okay, then more people come to the defense. Of course, Sarah Cometa, she's protecting that check. In short time, I've been under Zeus. I've watched Lamel Plummer do something that's very few people do in this industry ever do. He gives people a real platform, real income, and real second chance at living out their dreams. And somehow the same people he's poured into, invested in, and elevated are the first ones to sabotage him just because. We all seen that one male loser drag him online, just come running back because he needs him again. Safari or Ray J? Well, I don't know. Ray J? We've seen women he considered close friends and business partners flip on him. Lies and accusations. It's disgusting. It's too much right here. She says, when I came to Zeus, the world was against me, blah, 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 blah. Basically, you know, give me another check, baby. And Natalie Nunn came for him, and Lamel Plummer had to defend himself. He says, let me say this. I woke up and saw several deeply troubling posts about Natalie concerning my brother-in-law, Chill Thompson. Her posts have since been removed, and not at my request. I understand that she may be reacting to something he posted. It shouldn't affect him, though. It's, I don't know. Hey, this stuff happens. Especially if you're going to have a show with drama, shows with drama, the talent might turn on you at one point because they're wild cards, you know? So I think Lamel Plummer knows what he's getting into. He's been dealing with this stuff a long time. He's been a show producer for a while. Meg's team wants to question Tory about his relationship with Milagro. This is after he was already stabbed up and probably still recovering. I mean, he was stabbed up a while ago, but he was stabbed up. Tory can plead the fifth if needed. Well, just he's gonna plead the fifth, man. And then we got, obviously, Benny the Butcher needs some attention, so he's dissing Freddie Gibbs. Now, Freddie Gibbs is just as bad, so I'm not going to say one's worse than the other. These two both can rap. I like their songs. He rapped, Benny the Butcher rapped, even in airports, rappers get checked like customs. If I'm WWE, then y'all will see. They provoke me, then y'all quote me. Low-key, y'all should blame these guys that woke me when I put another rapper head on the shelf like a trophy. Dark-skinned, bald-headed mama's boy. He's a Jody. He looks for promotion. Thanks for the rollie, because he took his rollie in that dinosaur barbecue kerfuffle. It's pounding Pause. This is him checking him in an airport, I guess. It is what it is. That was in France. Then, Freddie Gibbs is putting up, hey, anybody need anything at Walmart? This is the Walmart that Benny the Butcher was robbed at. He's about to make a run at Walmart. Let me know if you need something. Then he says, how I sleep knowing people can't rap like me. You got to come better than that. All right, that's cool. Lil Durk wins a case of $12 million against him. He somebody was trying to get $12 million out of him about a messed up investment deal. He won. It was a lawsuit against him from Exceed Talent Capital, $12.5 million. And his manager, Exceed claimed India Royals Boo and his team falsely promised them perpetual rights to attract bedtime in exchange for $600,000. After paying $450,000, they allegedly learned that Durk's exclusive deal with Sony Alamo Records nullified this agreement. That happens a lot with rappers, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. He was found not guilty in court, so I don't know. Then Big U, his son died. People are saying, he's heartbroken. Obviously, I mean, his son was killed. Loose Cannon put out a statement, bro. Loose Cannon's got to stop. And then we already talked about Kodak Black and Drake. Then we got Charleston White going off on NLE Chopper about his diss to NBA YoungBoy, saying he's not allowed to speak on him. Go back over there. You finished being a bad girl. Okay, whatever. All right, so lastly, I'm running ads on the channel, jordantowermedia at gmail.com. Ad specials once again, so hit me up at jordantowermedia at gmail.com. And I'm going to do specials. All money is going to sending tarps and stuff to Jamaica through Amazon. There's no tarps in Jamaica. I promise you. I have to look. I had to send some for my mother-in-law and my wife's house, and a bunch for some neighbors that don't have tarps, and they have water coming at the roofs. Some people's roofs were removed. Some people, the wood was removed from the top. Some people just cracked their roof up. I mean, these winds were 150 miles an hour going through St. Anne. And obviously we know St. Elizabeth got it the worst at 200 miles an hour winds. I mean, that's crazy. And Montego Bay got it pretty bad too. But I'm just trying to help people. I sent a Starlink down already. Hopefully that gets there in a week. So people can get cell service on that stretch right there. All of our neighbors. I'm just trying to help. You got to be neighborly, right? So this is going to help people. I'm sending all that down there. So, and obviously I'm sending my own money, obviously, but anything helps. And this way you get something in return for helping. You get ads. And also, if you don't want to do ads or anything, you just want to help. I mean, you can Cash App me, whatever, $2, $10, $20, whatever you want, and I will use that towards tarps. And I can't really send. It's hard to say. Food will take like 2 weeks, but I know people need tarps, chainsaws. Like electric chainsaws, the little $30 ones that you can get on Amazon. You can send those down. I'm going to send those down. People need stuff like that to clear things out. Some people are trapped in there's so many trees down that they're trapped in their house and they got to go out a window. It's crazy. Some people, so whatever we can do to help. I mean, I'm just trying, man. Anyways, it's JordanTower with JT News. Peace.